Impact Pluton Fundación lançar for de 2018 nos mission para prevenir pollution com focus arriba plastics. Na 2019 mahaya oportunidade para representar Impact Lu riba boto das nossa sale de Antigua para Bonaire para Aruba para estudar impacto de plásticos riba nos lama e também riba nos isla. Parte do output tota para fazer deep dive em land-based science. E claro, nós temos pandemia in between, pero 5 anos depois nós temos University of Georgia para nós fazer deep dive, para nós compreender melhor o que está passando com a poluição e como nós podemos design policies para prevenir poluição indo forward. Nós estamos mirando todo tipo de sushi para que uma não bem e como nós podemos desenhar solução para prevenir isso aqui. Então, estudo, cap study, lo dona nós data necessário para nós provar na mesa a trobe para desenhar, maneira nós temos nós linhas de plástico, etc. Isso aqui lo ajuda nós com data para nós desenhar a próxima policy. Nós queremos agradecer a University of Georgia, também o Ministerio di Naturalesa para a partnership. E sem nós partners de Impact Blue, nós não podemos fazer o trabalho que nós fazemos. Então, eu quero agradecer a Aruba Bank, ASD Aruba, Iberostar, Total Finance e a Hata. E também estudantes de IPA, que a volunteer conosco para ajudar-nos a fazer field science.
I'm Taylor Madeline. I'm a PhD candidate and director of the Circularity Assessment Protocol with our research group at the University of Georgia.
And my name's Catherine Youngblood. I'm a research engineer at the University of Georgia Circularity Informatics Lab, and I also run our citizen science program, Marine Debris Tracker.
And we're here in Aruba because we're doing a circularity assessment protocol in collaboration with Impact Blue and with the local government here. And part of that assessment is looking at how waste moves through the community. So we're looking at everything from how products arrive to Aruba, where they're coming from, what they're packaged in, how they circulate through the community, how they're disposed of, and then ultimately what ends up escaping that system and ending up on the ground as litter. And the objective with the assessment protocol is to set a really solid baseline so we understand what's out there and what's moving around in the community, and we can identify the most impactful solutions to increase circularity and ultimately move towards a zero waste system where everything that goes out into the community has a way of coming back in. And as part of that, we do litter assessments across the island.
So one of the things we're doing, as Taylor said, is litter assessments, and that's what you've seen us do in the field here today. So we're doing transects and randomly selected areas throughout the island. So we've got all kinds of different land uses around highways and residential areas, a big variety. But in all of those different areas, we are measuring out a 100-meter transect, which is about the length of a city block. And we're looking at all of the litter that we find within about a meter, which is about the length from your fingertips to the center of your chest. So we're walking along that transect and logging everything that we see. We've been seeing transects that have as little as 100 items and as much as 800 items. And so to log that data, we're using an app called Marine Debris Tracker, which is a free citizen science app, and all the data is open data, so all publicly accessible on our website. So you can look at what we've been logging, but we're logging that data. And with Debris Tracker, we're getting points along that transect of every single item that we see, so we can start to look at what's influencing that litter of ending up there. So what are some of the sources of that litter? Again, so we can get at how do we make that system more circular and prevent things from ending up in the environment.
So one of the benefits of doing a litter transect is we're looking at all the different types of material that end up on the ground and all of the different types of items. And everything that we look at, we say, what is it? How did it get here? And how do we prevent it from getting here in the first place? So we look through the lens of, is it ending up on the ground because of what it's made of, because of the disposal options, because of awareness? There's lots of different solutions that exist for different materials. And part of why we look at the downstream of what's ending up in the environment is to inform how we make changes upstream so it's less likely to end up in the environment in the first place.
And we're also looking at brands, so we're recording the brands of the items that we see, so we can also start to get at that question of where are these products ultimately coming from. So we'll be able to map some of these brands back to where their parent companies are and understand what countries they're coming into Aruba from.